Hey everyone, how are you guys? Thank you so much for coming to Sui Showcase today. I know it's lunchtime and I really appreciate everyone sitting here. Just a quick introduction about myself. My name is Cynthia and I've been with Sui Foundation for more than 1 year. And currently my main areas of focus cover APAC growth and DeFi growth. So today is actually my greatest pleasure to be on the stage and share the latest update on our robustly growing DeFi ecosystem. I'd like to walk you through our main agenda today, starting with, sorry, can we go back to the previous slide? Yeah, so the main agenda for today includes, first of all, I'd like to talk about why Sui Tech is built for DeFi. And then we'll be moving into talking about DeFi ecosystem overview. And then lastly, we'll be talking about existing DeFi protocols on Sui. So since the mainland launch last year, DeFi has actually been the fastest growing vertical among all. A lot of people have been actually asking me, what's the secret sauce of this magic growth? To answer this question, we need to firstly talk about Sui Tech and why it's perfectly built for our DeFi applications. DeFi summer started in 2021 on Ethereum, as many of you guys know. But soon people started realizing that Ethereum are limited to future DeFi growth due to its high gas fees, low transaction per second, TPS, and a relatively long confirmation time. In 2021, Solana disrupted the Web3 space by introducing a much faster and higher TPS chain. And in 2023, Sui, born out of Meta, is now offering even better technology for DeFi applications. Sui has exceptional performance, high transaction per second with a record of 297,000, and low gas fees. The total cost of minting 100,000 NFT on Sui is less than $500. Can you believe that? And on top of that, Sui has fastest time to finality, especially with the introduction of Mysticity, our newest consensus engine. Sorry, I think I kind of, can we go back to the previous slide? One slide before, sorry. Can we go back to the slide before that? Yeah, and besides exceptional performance, Sui's parallelizable architecture ensures that uncorrelated DeFi applications can actually get executed in just one transaction, greatly enabling the transaction efficiency. And exceptional performance and the parallel execution actually lay a solid foundation for developing DeFi applications on Sui. And what's more, on top of that, security. Fund security is actually the most important for both end users and project builders. Move language has an inherent advantage, being highly secure, making it super easy for developers to avoid threats and prevent vulnerabilities. So basically, in summary, exceptional performance that is based on high transaction per second, low gas fees, and the fastest time to finality, along with high security and the parallel execution, really guarantee a success of DeFi applications on Sui. So over the past 1 year since the mainland launch in May, we have not only seen early stage builders, but we have also acquired experienced serious founders building DeFi applications on Sui. And they're greatly impressed by Sui's unmatchable performance. Here are two quotes from our experienced project builders. One is from Suiland, the team who actually builds one of the best lending protocols on Solana. Suiland team was greatly impressed by the easiness of developing on Sui so that they could actually ship the product much faster than what they expected. And Citrus, one of our lending DEX, highly praises Sui's ability to combine transactions and customize transaction blocks. So that large order swap that require interacting with multiple poles can actually get executed in just one single transaction. And speaking of all the things I just mentioned, if you are like a developer who is interested in building DeFi applications on Sui, please start it now. So having known that why Sui's tech is built for DeFi, now it's time for us to take a deeper dive into the DeFi ecosystem on Sui. So currently, we have over 20 plus projects actively building on Sui, ranging from decentralized exchange, lending protocols, derivatives, and yield protocols. Highest daily active wallet on record reaches 2.45 million. Highest total value locked reaches the peak of $750 million US. And 24-hour trading volume maintains around $100 million US. And these are incredible achievements for such a nascent ecosystem with just 1 year of journey. And that's a joint effort among our existing builders, Mission Lab, Sui Foundation, and everyone sitting here. So we greatly appreciate your support to Sui Network. So to better understand Sui's DeFi ecosystem, we need to demystify key metrics behind. So let's start with talking about the most important metric that you will be seeing everywhere about DeFi growth. We're going to talk about the total value locked, TVL. So I guess you will be asking why TVL is such an important indicator. And there are two main reasons for that. The first reason is TVL is a straightforward measurement of retail and institution confidence. Because they trust the security of the ecosystem, and therefore, retails and institutions are comfortable with depositing funds into the ecosystem. So in general, the higher the TVL, the stronger the confidence others have within the ecosystem. And the second reason is that TVL proxies how many assets on-chain that decentralized applications can actually use for their liquidity. Having enough liquidity is super crucial to a healthy DeFi ecosystem. And over the past 1 year, we actually grew Sui's TVL from $30 million US since the mainland launch to the peak of $750 million US. And that equals to 21,000% growth on a yearly basis. Currently, the majority of Sui's TVL stem from lending, decentralized exchange, and the liquid staking protocols. Sorry, can we go to the next slide? And now we take a closer look at the breakdown of Sui's TVL. The majority of Sui's liquidity, as I just mentioned, come from lending protocols, decentralized exchange, and liquid staking protocols. Lending and the DEX account for 90% of TVL in the Sui network. In particular, on the lending side, Scalable brings in about $165 million US, and the Navi brings in about $175 million US, and contribute to the bulk of liquidity. Meanwhile, on the DEX side, liquidity is mainly driven by Citrus, which has over $100 million US, Korea, which has about $65 million US, and Aftermath, that has $80 million US. The next important metric in the DeFi ecosystem is volume. While TVL is more commonly used to assess the growth of a DeFi ecosystem, volume is a much richer metric because it proxies whether on-chain liquidity is used or not by DeFi participants. Sui's volume metrics are actually very healthy for a super nascent ecosystem, indicating that Sui's DeFi is achieving real product market fit as traders and DeFi participants source their liquidity to really power financial services. As of late March 2024, the 2-week moving average of on-chain derivative and spot trading volume is 166 million and 125 million respectively. In the spot case, Citrus actually drives about half of the daily volume, while the other half is evenly spread across the rest of DEX. And in the derivatives case, volume is highly concentrated with Bluefin, powering over 90% of volume. And the last metric that I want to share with you guys is asset type on Sui. So TVL assets break into three main categories on Sui: volatile assets, stablecoin assets, and non-Sui volatile assets. Under volatile assets, the native suite is the main contribution to TVL, well followed by other project assets. And in addition, meme coins also represent a share of volatile assets. And on the non-volatile assets, more than $380 million stablecoins are actually bridging to Sui from other ecosystems, such as Ethereum. And all these three major metrics, including assets type, trading volume, and total value locked, all speak to the fact that even though Sui is a nascent ecosystem, the DeFi ecosystem is actually super mature and it is up to a great start. Having talked about why Sui Tech is perfectly built for DeFi and a deep dive into specific metrics to understand the development of Sui DeFi ecosystem, now it's time to look into specific DeFi protocols on Sui and understand how they are bringing a lot of values for the general ecosystem. Sui has a really diverse DeFi ecosystem with protocols ranging from decentralized exchange, lending, liquid staking, to derivatives and yield protocols. All existing applications best leverage Sui's composability and interoperability to generate the effect of 1 + 1 greater than 2. We started with talking about liquid staking. Liquid staking aligns the interest between ecosystem participants and validators. Users deposit their native tokens into Sui network and earn around a certain amount of yield from validating transactions and maintaining the blockchain's integrity. And with the circulation of liquid staking tokens, we can see more LSDFi projects to build a lot of more use cases on top of the base liquid staking protocol. And currently, the total value locked from all the base liquid staking protocols stand at $100 million. And the major players in this subsector include Hadel, Volo, and Aftermath. And now we're going to talk about the next really important application type on Sui, decentralized exchange. And normally there are two really popular designs of DEX, AMM and on-chain order book. The whole idea behind having decentralized exchange on-chain is to facilitate real-time transactions. And both AMM and on-chain order book provide a venue for market makers as well as for liquidity takers. And the peak daily trading volume from DEX currently stands at $100 million. And now we're going to talk a little bit more about the design of automated market maker. Automated market maker is based on the classic design of inverse function x times y equals to k to call the price of asset x to y instantly. And the major value proposition for having an automated market maker on any ecosystem includes it provides instant liquidity. As you know, like usually order books need to match the bid and ask offer in order to really facilitate a transaction. Automated market maker, as the name suggests, is able to call the price in real time as long as there is enough liquidity. And the second value proposition for having AMM is highly composable and it can be easily plugged into any other protocols on Sui. And currently, the major players under the DEX include Citrus, Korea, and Aftermath. And now I'm going to share about one of the greatest innovations on Sui, which is our on-chain order book, D-Book. And having an on-chain order book is actually an innovation because there are prerequisites for that to actually happen. The preconditions include the underlying blockchain need to have high TPS, low gas fees, and really fastest time to execution. And Sui is bringing the on-chain order book to the next level. D-Book offers centralized exchange trading experiences, and we believe that can help us onboard even more users in the future. DBook is really a Sui key differentiator because it performs all trading activities on-chain, including routing, matching, and setting orders. And it is a key enabler of wholesale liquidity across all of DeFi. Coming to the next, lending protocols is the next important pillar to support the DeFi ecosystem. Lending protocol enables one party to lend out spell assets, and while letting the other party borrow needed assets. So currently, the major lending protocols contribute to more than $300 million TVL on Sui. And the major players under this lending sector include Navi, Scalable, and SuiLend. And actually, our existing lending protocol, Scalable, actually has a booth over there. So if you guys are interested in learning more about their developing experience on Sui, please feel free to go to their booth after my talk. And then I want to talk more about derivatives. Derivatives are also set to a great start in the Sui DeFi ecosystem. Perpetual exchange allows traders to open positions with leverage if they have really strong directional views or hedging requirements. And options also help traders hedge their spot positions, as well as provide potential return enhancement opportunities for end users. And under the perpetual sector, we have Bluefin, which is an off-chain order book-based protocol that is bringing a lot of trading volume. And on the option side, Tappers is building option vaults that greatly facilitate the capital efficiency on Sui. And currently, based on our observation, average daily trading volume from derivatives stands at $125 million. And besides derivatives, we also have yield protocols that aggregate different yield strategies. The leading yield protocols on Sui include Mo, which is a leverage yield farming protocol, and Stratter, which offers one-click yield strategies. And lastly, Bucket is a version of a lending protocol called collateralized debt position, which will allow users to mint stablecoins by collateralizing their existing assets. The stablecoin block has been accepted by few DeFi and gaming applications as collateral for payment currency. And currently, the TVL from CDP protocol on Sui contribute to 25 million of the total TVL locked. So as I just spent some time walking through all different kinds of DeFi applications on Sui, I'm pretty sure you will be impressed by the diversity of different different DeFi applications currently actively building on Sui. And here is like almost come to an end to my talk. And this may really sound like a long and technical talk on the overall DeFi ecosystem. But I really hope that everyone sitting here can remember 3 main points when you walk out of the door later. So first of all, Sui Tech is perfectly built for DeFi. It offers high transaction per second, low gas fees, fastest execution, higher security, and parallel execution. And the second point is Sui DeFi ecosystem is the fastest growing ecosystem compared to the rest of the blockchain system. And we actually grow our TVL from $30 million to the peak of $750 million within just 1 year. And the last point that I highly recommend you to remember is Sui DeFi ecosystem has a really robust and diverse DeFi applications ranging from liquid staking, lending, decentralized exchange, to derivatives and yield protocols. And if you guys are interested in learning more about Sui and what's happening on Sui, please follow our Twitter account. This is our major English Twitter account. And we also have a Vietnamese Twitter account for anyone who are based here locally. So it's time to put out your phone and scan the QR code to keep yourself updated with all the major announcements on Sui. And thank you so much for coming today and listening to this presentation. I really appreciate that.